Swastyastu. First of all, I'd like to thank God, the Almighty, who has granted countless blessing, knowledge, and opportunity for me to be able to attend this event. And last but not least, I'd like to thank the Honorable Mr. I Gusti Ngurah Agung Wijaya Mardika, SPD MPD, the Advanced Speaking Course Lecturer, and my beloved friend, the student of English Language Education Department in UHN I Gusti Bagus Denpasar. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Komang Yuliastuti. I am a student of English Language Education Department in UHN, and now I am in the 4th semester of A Denpasar class. Today, I would like to talk about something very important, not just for us, not just for people around us, but also for the next generation. Everyone needs to know about this. Lately, my friends talked to me. She said that she often feels anxious, depressed, lonely, and lazy to get along with other people. And I was worried about her condition because I am afraid she would do things that harm herself. So I suggest her to go to a psychologist. But unfortunately, she didn't want to because she was afraid of being labeled crazy by the others. And this story closely related to the topic that what we want to talk about, which is about mental health awareness, especially in teenagers. Mental health is an important thing that we need to know. So what is mental health? According to the World Health Organization, WHO, mental health is a state of well-being in which a person can reach his or her full potential. It means they can cope with the normal stress of life, can function effectively and successfully, and can contribute of their community. The importance of mental health is emphasized by the World Health Organization, WHO, through their definition of health, which is health is a state of complete psychical, mental, and social well-being, and well-being society not just be absent of disease. In Indonesia itself, the lack of awareness of mental health makes the sufferers isolated and difficult to get treatment. In developing countries such as Indonesia, the topic like mental health itself are still the topic that are less attractive or isolated. Maybe we are not aware that many people around us are experiencing mental health problems. It could be that our closest relative, friends, or partner have mental health problem without us realizing it. Or even we have experienced it ourselves. The knowledge about mental health needs to be taught to Indonesian teenagers from an early age. Do you know that surprisingly, according to 2017 Global Health Data Exchange Survey data, there are 27.3 million people in Indonesia suffer from mental health disorder. In other words, 1 in 10 people in this country suffer from mental health disorder. And what is even more surprising is the 2018 Basic Health Research, which explained that more than 80 million people of the age of 15 suffer from mental and emotion disorder, and more than 12 people over the age of 15 over depression. It can be concluded that the average Indonesian population experiencing mental health disorder is teenager. Because emotions of this age are always unstable and cause a mental health problem in adolescents. Do you know the most factor that cause teenagers to suffer the mental health? According to the observation, the education sector is one of the causes of the teenager experiencing mental health disorders, such as the difficulties when learning online, and not a few teenagers who are depressed because the tasks that given by the teachers are not by the portion. The difficulty of studying during the current pandemic also affect the teenager who want to continue to university level, and not a few teenagers who are mentally disturbed while waiting for the announcement of university graduation result. And not only that, mental health and well-being can also be influenced by various factors like genetics, family relationship, friends, lifestyle, occupation, social, economic, cultural, political, and other environment factors. In addition to the factor that what I described before, according to the Ministry of Health of the Republic of Indonesia, psychological a person and adolescents in particular can experience a mental health disorder to one, traumatized about something such as violence and sexual harassment. Number two, lost parents or waste in childhood. And number three is can't get along with others. And number four is feeling of inferiority, incapable, anger, or loneliness. Many things can be felt by teenagers if their mental health is disturbed, including one, show personality change. This happens when a person no longer feels like him or herself, or feel she or her is not a part of their friends, feel inferior or insecure to be able to get along because she or he feel different from others. And number two is experiencing anxiety, anger, and mood swing. This condition is normal and common for many people, but it should be noted that someone who suddenly cannot control his anger and experiences excessive anxiety is a sign that the person is in poor mental health. Number three is withdrawing or isolating oneself from the social environment. If you suddenly find yourself shutting down a lot or spending too much time alone without social interaction, you need to be vigilant, because this can indicate an emotional problem in you, and that is at risk of disrupting mental health. And number four is feeling hopeless or overwhelmed in daily life. Feeling yourself is the worst person or the most unlucky person in this life, and to continue until a teenager cannot think clearly, and it is hard to concentrate doing things around them until they cannot sleep well. If teenagers around us experience these symptoms, then we need to pay more attention to them. There are several things that we can do, such as one is listening to their stories and complaints. Number two is providing positive support. Number three, providing emotional support. And the last one is asking for help from a professional who are expert in dealing with mental health problems, like the doctor and psychologists. Good mental health condition will provide us with many benefits for ourselves and others. If our mental health is disturbed, the cycle, condition, and quality of person's life can decrease. And the government and the society also need to work together in paying attention to mental health, especially for adolescents in Indonesia, because the teenagers are the next generation of the nation. They are expected to play a full role in developing for the progress of the nation and the welfare of society. So guys, there is one of the sentence that I remember, that your mental health is priority. Try to understand it and also remember the information that I conveyed. So thank you for your attention. Goodbye. Om Santi Santi Santi.